Hey guys. All right, so we're gonna do cornbread casserole my way. I've seen everybody do it. It's not a hard thing to do. I do mine a little bit different. I think mine's way simpler. Mine is a crowd pleaser, no matter what. So we're gonna make it together. Simple ingredients right here. Butter, cream cheese. I'm gonna call that sour cream. Jiffy mix. 1 can of cream corn, whole kernel corn, drained. Equal parts. So 1 stick of butter, leave it just as is. You're gonna do the same amount of sour cream as you do butter. I'll tell you the best way, and I learned this a long time ago, when I measure it, and of course this is the cheapy Aldi brand. A lot of my added ingredients, I go with cheaper stuff. It depends. If I'm making a cream cheese dip, that cream cheese is the star, yeah, I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. If I'm just adding it in, I'm going with the cheapy. Aldi for the win. Just like my cream corn. I don't love cream corn. If I have cream corn in the house, it's literally for this recipe. It's the only one. I really don't like things out of a can unless it's a specific recipe. So, cream cheese. Wow, very difficult to open. So what I do, make sure it's equal. Stick of butter. Just gonna stick it right there. Cut it. There we go. So when I say equal parts, now you see what I'm talking about. These are my equal parts. I don't normally use this big of a bowl, but for the video's sake, I'm going to, so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm doing. I'm gonna put this in the microwave. Rinse my hands real quick. All right, so we're gonna put it in the microwave. Put it in for about a minute. Well, that's going. Oh, need one more bowl. Hold on. Hold that thought. All right, just grab it right in the mixing bowl. 1 box of Jiffy Mix. And I don't know what you guys, best little stuff ever, and it's so inexpensive. It's one of the very few things that is still inexpensive in the grocery store. Dump the whole thing. If you guys hear all the banging going on, I live in Southwest Florida, where we get hit by lots of hurricanes. So between Hurricane Ian, I guess loosening my roof tiles, we had Hurricane Milton come through last year and finish the job. But if you live in Florida, you understand my pain because this has not been easy. So we are finally getting our roof replaced. So if you can just ignore all the banging. All right, 1 can. Okay. Cream corn, whole kernel. Gonna open this up. I'm gonna drain it. I make this for every holiday. Everybody goes nuts. Everybody wants a recipe. I've only given 2 people this recipe. But I did mention in some of my recipes that may not have been posted yet, my children wanted my recipes, and I promised them when I got to 1,000 followers, I would start posting them, more of like a recipe diary. I don't know my recipes. I just cook. I don't write anything down. I've been cooking forever. Everything's fantastic, but I don't have a recipe. So this will be their recipes. So you just want to soften this. So when I get it soft enough, look, I'm gonna use my handy dandy little immersion blender, which also has a whisk. This is my favorite little thing. It's kind of new to my collection. I collect a lot of kitchen appliances. Oh. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you guys saw the malfunction, but that was my first time actually. I've had this for about 9 months, but I've never used it. Don't use it to blend that. It's everywhere. If you see stuff all over my kitchen, it's not a dirty kitchen. I just made a goddamn mess. All right. I just took the little attachment off because it's a whisk. You're gonna whisk this up. This is the cream cheese and butter, that's it. I'm not adding salt, pepper, I add nothing to this. You just want it smooth, it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, a couple little chunks are good here and there. All right, when you get that mixed up, yeah. All right, you're gonna add that in here. I've got the cream corn, whole kernel corn, 1 box of Jiffy Mix. This is 1 stick of butter, equal parts cream cheese. Scrape all the goodness out of here. I don't normally make this on a random weeknight because my family is gonna be super fucking excited. You know, use this, we're just gonna stir this up. Kind of wanna just fold it in, fold it around. I have my oven preheated to 350. I normally leave this in about 25-30 minutes. Crazy thing with this is when I do a larger batch, I use my big casserole. That one tends to take a lot longer, but it's gonna, mine cooks like a cake. I've seen other people make cornbread casserole and it's like a, kind of like a blob. Mine, you can actually cut into pieces. So it's more like really fucking good cornbread. So I'm gonna mix this up. You don't want anything dry. All right, we're just about there. Did you see what shirt I switched into? You guys actually are one of my 1,200 followers. You'll see that I'm obsessed with the TikTok shop blooper tees. I love t-shirts. I'm not gonna link this in here. You guys know how to find my TikTok shop if you're interested. Actually, maybe I will link it in this video, but I've already done one. Haven't sold one. I've only sold 2 things on TikTok. If you guys wanna help a brother out, go buy some blooper tees, but they're fantastic. Like, I'm gonna order more and more until my husband divorces me, because that's where this will go. He already hates, oh my God, t-shirts. Between coffee mugs and t-shirts, he's gonna leave me for sure. Just waiting on the day. All right, mixed up. So that was it. I know I made it a little bit more complicated because I had the little mess going on, but it's gonna look like this. Consistency. Put it right in your bowl, or your casserole, I should say. Like I said, I add nothing. 1 stick of butter, equal part cream cheese, 1 box of Jiffy Mix, 1 can of whole kernel corn drained, and then 1 of cream corn. When I do a bigger batch, I double it. That's all I do. But I'll tell you what I do. I still only, no matter how I make it, use 1 can of cream corn because it does make it more of that glob, is what I tend to find out when I try to switch up this recipe. So if I make a bigger batch, which I do at Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, I do 2 sticks of butter, then that would be the whole block of cream cheese. That's the same exact amount. Soften it, mix it with 2 boxes of Jiffy Mix, 1 can of cream corn, 2 cans whole kernel corn drained. Bigger casserole, a little bit longer in the oven. You test it kind of like a cake. That's how I judge mine. So like I said, I always start out at 25 minutes and then I just watch it from there. So once it's in here, it doesn't have to be fancy. Looks like this, about as cool as it gets. I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'll be back with the final. Okay, it ended up being more like 40 to 45 minutes, but this is your finished product out of the oven. That's what it looks like when you cut it. It's gonna cut just like this. Oh,